brings home the trifecta. Tyson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Cavs. Down low, Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
And the all-around game of Town can score it, rebound it, as well as pass the ball. So skilled at his position.
Back to Allen. Here's Tyson. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And you think of the great shot creators, Richard, how underrated is footwork to what they do?
No, it's very underrated. It's not just big men. You look at guys like Jalen Brunson, Kyrie Irving, even going back to Kobe Bryant. Great footwork will always enable you to get off your shot.
And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And so here is New York. 7-point differential. And it's Brunson missing. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Cavaliers. They've led by as much as 10. Good on the bucket. Harden's got 8.
The D has to know Harden is looking to shoot because that's what he does. Whenever he gets a chance, especially from the mid-range.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Here's Harden. It's Harden down low.
In the paint, Harden, man, he's just a tough guard. If you get too close, you know that this man is a master at drawing fouls.
Brunson outside. And it's hard penetrating.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Tyson. No good on the 3. Knicks trailed by 8. And the foul called on Jarrett Allen. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
There's 49 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Robinson. It's stolen by Allen. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. Here's Tyson. Brunson covering. Here's Tyson. He's got 9. Misses from close range. Now Brunson. Pretty bucket inside by Brunson.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
Here's Mitchell, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Mitchell's got 6.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Knicks trailed by 8. Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Shamet. Here's Bridges. Excellent D there from Allen. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot. The Cavaliers want Evan Mobley to rip and run. Coach Kenny Atkinson said with him pushing it in transition, he's just scratching the surface. You see him handle the ball sometimes, and you're like, man, this guy's a point guard. Back to you.
Yep, a tremendous skill level. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks.
Fantastic work from Allen, taking the contact on the chin, burying the shot.
People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme...
Oh, wow!
That is powerful. Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face. Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Here's Brunson. 11 points in the game. Pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy one.
Here's Mitchell. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. He takes it in. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And we know Mitchell can get up and throw it down with the best of them, especially when he's attacking full speed.
And Anunoby, here we go.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Harden outside. Three-pointer. Harden buries the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. RJ, last season, as we know, the Cavs got hit with the injury bug at the worst possible time, right in the playoffs.
Yeah, the worst time possible. Their key players all had injury concerns as the season wore on. But sometimes you just got to play through it in the playoffs. Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there, very close to a turnover.
For 3, Mitchell. Knicks with the rebound. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Merrill gets the bucket. And the Cavaliers lead by 15. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Brunson. Out to Bridges. Up top, Hart. Anunoby outside. And it's off from three-point range. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Robinson pulls it in.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Brunson. Brunson with another miss. For 3, Mitchell. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Oh, that's huge, extending the lead going into that fourth.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with an 18-point. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Cleveland with the ball. The three from Harden. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Knicks trailed by 18 to the paint. Good D by Wade.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Towns with the steal. There's the three. They get the rebound. Five on the clock. Back to Hart. Lets the three fly. Sinks the triple. Hart's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Knicks. Here's Harden. It's good again, and the next one 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
An offensive juggernaut. It's fun watching Harden go out and just take over.
Towns, no good from three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Harden, here he goes. Here's Wade. Another shot. And they pick up 2.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Brunson. New York, no good that time either. The Cavaliers leading by 19. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Mitchell. And he slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
The speed and confidence of Mitchell on display. A master at knifing his way to the rim.
The shot's good from Brunson.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
Here's Brunson. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Cavaliers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Donovan Mitchell.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins, they're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
With how fast Brunson plays, his pull-up is really unguardable.
Drills the three-pointer.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And man, can Brunson get going in a hurry? He's got his fingerprints all over this one.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Drops in the tray. Mitchell's got 30 points.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And so here's Cleveland. Here's Mitchell. Takes it inside. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out.